Solar power is the best and most efficient renewable energy source. Fossil fuels are a problem that can be solved by solar power, which has numerous benefits. With a quality system in use, you can increase the value of your home, and in the last few years, this exceptional form of energy has fallen in price. Solar power is the answer in a world where fossil fuels are diminishing. Besides for the obvious negative effects on the earth, the United States always seems to be in the middle of a war focused around these resources and even go as far as colonizing other nations for their oil. This dependency has made our planet a war zone for natural gas in a world where it is diminishing quickly. Solar energy is a sound investment in both forms, photovoltaic and thermal. These two systems harness the sun's heat and light at an astonishing rate. The various forms of solar energy, solar heat, solar voltaic, solar thermal, offer a clean, climate-friendly, very abundant, and inexhaustive energy source, meaning it's in abundance and it lasts forever, for all of mankind. Solar power is the conversion of sunlight into energy directly using this and creating concentrated power. That information was from Singh at Energy Advisor. In my own life, what happened was in 2012, my parents decided to get solar panels for our home, and President Obama issued a rebate for all people who were installing them and for half the price. Now, in our first year with the solar panels on our roof, LIPA, Long Island Power Association, credited us for all the energy we saved minus our electricity bill, so we profited in the first year. Now, dependence on fossil fuels damages the air, water, and ground, and leads to acid rain and global warming and a rise of global temperatures, of course. Although they're cheap, there's only a finite amount of coal and gas on the earth. With billions of people on the earth, and a large percent of them using traditional cars, there's been a dent in the supply of oil, and generations to come will have no choice but to use electric energy to have civilization running smoothly. Non-renewable sources also influence our fresh water consumption. The process of ocean acidification means that carbon dioxide from the burning of fossil fuels goes and ruins the atmosphere, which causes global warming. But this also affects our oceans. Now, as carbon dioxide enters the ocean, it reacts with the seawater for carbonic acid. And that was from Doney at Other CO2 Problem. Now, solar energy accounts for just under 2% of the total electricity in America, and that is something that should skyrocket once people notice how good this is and how important this can become for us. Now, how it works is, when sunlight hits these materials, the light energy is absorbed and creates electrons. And when there's the electrons, it turns into a current. That information is from Pappas at Live Science Contributor. If you want to preserve our Earth and see real results, you can make a difference by utilizing solar panels on your roof. Due to record-breaking heat in the globe, I think it was last year, there was close to a 50% increase in the third quarter for the solar market in the United States. PV prices have fallen from 30% to 7% between 2000 and 2010. Now, the initiative putting forward by the government is the Department of Energy Sunshots Initiative, which will reduce the price by 75% by 2020, which is this year. And this will obviously have a good effect on greenhouse gas emissions. The home systems are very affordable. They're around $15,000, and you can qualify for government rebates from the government. Now, all you have to do is search for solar panels in the area on Google, and you find a variety of options at your home unit, for a home unit. Now, the real catch for this is that the solar panels will last 40 or 50 years, and they don't need much maintenance. And you could always replace it with a higher efficiency model, but once you pay your price, you're pretty much locked in. And the infrastructure is built around this because the government has an effective plan to spread this because they realize how important it is. Now, another man who said that, who credited this for would be Holm, which is the lifespan of the thing. He's from the Motley Fool organization. Now, dependence on fossil fuels is a thing of the past. Solar panels are clean for the environment and in the long run can help you save money on your electricity bill. The sun is an inexhaustible source of energy capable of fulfilling the energy needs of mankind. Solar technologies have a promising future as well, and the high efficiency with the high storage capacity for various different applications. There's no better way to save the Earth's atmosphere and all other natural aspects of the planet. The power of the sun far surpasses the needs of electricity on Earth, meaning that it's in abundance and unlimited. Solar panels have a variety of applications, like I mentioned, including solar heating, lighting, electricity, and a rise on solar transportation. But this is not only cars, this is trains and planes. Now, how it works is the energy harness is put onto onboard batteries. And just last year, there was a man who flew around the Earth just on solar power. And that was from Persuasive Live Science Contributor. Oh, that was it. Persuasive Live. And now, in conclusion, it's safe to state that the solar power is the most practical form of clean energy. The availability of solar technology is easy as a phone call away. There is no carbon footprint or greenhouse gases. On top of that, buyers may be eligible for government rebates, like I said, and more energy falls from the sun in 1 hour than is used by everyone in the Earth in 1 year. Go out and search for your local provider in your area and get the ball rolling with solar. Just Google solar power, like I said, and there'll be plenty of options, whether government agencies or private companies. When you speak with a provider, they will tell you all you need to know about your rebate.